Okay, what's up, guys? It's B-Dog. This is Alex.
What's up? Or Flicks and Movies, that's my channel.
We just saw The Hateful Eight by Quentin Tarantino.
And we did not see it in 70mm because in order to see it in 70mm when you're in the middle of, in the middle of a small
cornfield.
Yeah, and when you're in the cornfields of Indiana, you have to go all the way to either LA or Chicago or something like that.
Okay, we go to Chicago. I'm not driving to LA. I don't know what you're smoking, but maybe it's the reefer from the corn.
Yeah, the only showing for a 70mm showing for The Hateful Eight was in Chicago, and I tried to talk him into us going to Chicago, but he didn't want to for some reason.
I don't have the time, bro. I don't.
I got so much time with my life. All I do is sit around, watch movies, and make YouTube videos. I could have went, but...
Yeah. Well...
Anyway, this is the 8th film by Quentin Tarantino, and... actually, it's not. By my count, it's 9. Do the market team behind this movie, do they know how to count? Because by my count, Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, Jackie Brown, Kill Bill 1, 2, Death Proof, Inglourious Basterds, Django Unchained, Hateful Eight. That's 9 by my count. The only explanation to this is that they didn't count Death Proof. What are your initial thoughts on the movie?
I thought this movie was absolutely great.
Did you think it was better than Django?
I think Django was just a little bit better.
I thought Django Unchained was way better. I thought Django was, in my personal opinion, I thought it was better in almost every way, like with a character standpoint. Django was a lot funnier. And I don't know, to me, I just enjoy Django way more. But not to say this movie isn't great. I thought this was an excellent, excellent movie.
This movie was spectacular. The action was really good. The dialogue was really good. Just the whole movie in general was slow a little bit at points. Well,
I wouldn't say all the time. I'd say almost all the time it was moving. Except specifically with certain parts, like in the first, I wouldn't even say in the first half, but like... Some of the parts, like, before the main conflict of the film, before the clue section of the film is introduced, some of it kind of dragged a little bit. To where I was like, okay, pick it up. But a lot of other people have been saying this, but this movie is basically like an R-rated version of Clue at one point. Like, wouldn't you say?
Not really. Reference in when we were sitting in the theater, but it really didn't have that much of a connection to it. Like the suspense, like trying to figure out who's in on it, sure, but other than that, it doesn't really attach the clue all that much. I
did like how Tarantino incorporated elements of his other films into this film. Of course, Django Unchained. And Inglourious Basterds, the way the chapters are... You haven't seen Inglourious Basterds,
no,
but
I haven't. The
way the chapters are set up, like chapter 1, 2, 3, that's exactly how he did it in Inglourious Basterds. And also Reservoir Dogs, to where they're trying to figure out who did something, a whodunit type of thing. That was a little thing taken from Reservoir Dogs, and some other things that I can't think of off the top of my head. I like how he incorporated some elements of his other movies into this one.
Samuel L. Jackson was in Pulp Fiction. So.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson is in every Tarantino film besides, I can't remember if he was in Kill Bill or... He's in almost all Tarantino films, and he gave a great performance in this movie. His acting was so good. This is the best I've seen from him in a while.
Some parts of it, just fair warning, there's male nudity. It's kind of gross. Like, as soon as it came up, you couldn't see it really well, but as soon as it came up, I pulled up my coat sleeve, and I'm like, no! And he just kept staring. And there are a couple of parts where I thought weren't necessarily necessary, but I'm kind of a more censored, sheltered guy, so... I mean, some people think that might be necessary in a movie and move it along. I personally don't think it was, but it wasn't completely off the wall.
That kind of felt like a plot device. I mean, without spoilers, like the scene involving the male nudity, it seemed kind of like what? Like it seemed.
Where did that come from?
It seemed like it was just supposed to be used for a plot device, but it seemed like they could have used something. I still don't know what that was. But
yeah.
But overall, I thought this was a really, really good movie. Very well edited. I do have a couple small flaws with it though. Like before the main conflict is introduced in the film, before the clue element started, and basically everything like before the flashback male nudity scene, like at some points before that, it kind of slowed down to where I'm like, okay, all right, let's get moving here.
Yeah.
But almost all the dialogue was great, as in all Tarantino films besides Death Proof. But this man, I hope he never stops making movies. He is a genius in regards to filmmaking and writing and everything.
Quentin Tarantino is one of those guys where he doesn't make a whole lot of films because he doesn't want to screw them up. He takes his time to make them perfect.
Yes, just like David Fincher.
And when they pop up, people know it's going to be good because he doesn't try to rush anything.
True. Anyway, as to other flaws with the movie, I would say that, like I said, it kind of dragged in the first hour or so, and I really liked the element of the film that was, like the movie Clue, like the whodunit kind of thing. I really liked that, and I'm like, okay, if we just stay here for a while, but then, like, how should I describe this? They kind of spilled the beans too early, but then crap starts to hit the fan, and then I thought, okay, this is cool, but I would have liked it more if they would have just stayed with the whodunit aspect a little more. But other than that, I really enjoyed this movie, and I would say that it's one of my favorite Tarantino films. I definitely didn't think it was better than Reservoir Dogs or Pulp Fiction or even Kill Bill, or definitely not Django, but I think I might like this a little more than Inglourious Basterds. A lot of people say that's like their favorite Tarantino film. I can understand why, but I never really loved the film personally. But I do think it's a good movie. This is pretty much one of my favorite films of the year. Definitely going to my top 10 list. Definitely.
Me too.
Yeah, well, like, where would it rank in your top 10 list? Like number...
I don't know yet. I'll have to look at it, but I think it's I think I'm only doing a top 5, so...
Really? Wait, you're only doing a top 5 for the whole year?
Yeah. I've only seen 30 movies. This is number 30, so I'm not going to do huge. That's what I'm doing for my worst 2. I mean, I may do 10. I haven't decided yet, but I think it's only going to be 5. So, I think it's going to be in my top 5.
Alright, release, but I'm definitely going to see it. I really do want to see this movie again. This is a film that I do believe will... I know for a fact this one will grow on me over time. Because, like, when I see it again, I'll know what's going on, I know the characters, and I'll understand it better. And I know for a fact I will like this movie more once I see it for a second time. I'm definitely going to get the Blu-ray, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Me neither. Well, I mean, I don't know how soon I'll watch this one again. It's almost 3 hours. That's a lot of time.
Yes, but still, even though it's 3 hours, I still, I'll probably watch it like two or three more times within the next like few months, and then I won't watch it for a long time. But Django, that's almost a 3-hour movie. I can watch that any day of the week. But anyway, I love this movie. One of my top 10 of the year. It's one of Tarantino's best, to me at least. And I'm going to give The Hateful Eight a B+. What are you going to give it?
I thought this movie was also great, so I'm going to one-up you and say it's an A-.
Really? A-? Cool.
It was tough, but I'm going to stick with an A-.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like I said, this is definitely a film that's going to grow on me over time, so who knows, maybe in a few months it'll work its way up to an A- or an A.
So anyways, that's it, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, If you've seen the movie, please let me know in the comment section what you thought of it. And please hit that subscribe button. Well, this is Alex. I'm going to link his channel in the description below.
You better.
It's Flicks. His channel name's Flicks and Moot. No, well, now I'm not, since you said that. Screw you.
Sorry.
Okay, well, see you guys later. B-Dog out.
Yep, see ya.